Hey everyone, Genome here. So I mentioned in the last one of my chess analysis videos of my games, a game that basically one of the only guys I play on chess.com, but my main opponent, he beat me in 14 moves. And I found this game really interesting, not just because of my poor play, but I do like this. You'll see, let's see, just go right to the end here. You see this diagonal here that he just destroyed me. Oh, look at this connection. Basically, he's only missing h8, and he has the complete diagonal taken. But let's go ahead and go through this game real fast. It won't take long, obviously. So just some standard opening moves here. I'm going to fianchet on my bishop probably to g7. Kind of a dragon. But I haven't done it yet, so what am I waiting for? This is really passive. I'm not sure why I'm doing it like this. Okay, just throw a quick check in there, but just to get him to soften up his pawns. Probably going to back up the bishop, It says drop it back, and it's probably right. Okay, let's get the knights connected. But look at this change he's already got going on here in the center. I'm in a bad way. Now he's also got control of f6 twice. And look how bad this is. I can't move anything. My knight is pinned. How did I get in such a position? I probably should, at this point, you can't even sack a piece because you'll just bring your knight down into game, cutting off even more squares. But I guess I could push the f-pawn at that point, but he would just take then, so and then take with the queen, I guess. But yeah, so I'm in a real trouble already. And what are we on move here? 8. So this hodgepodge of pawn moves makes no sense to me. I don't know why I did this. I should have fianchetted my bishop like this, but let's continue. Castle is dangerous, but I had no way of getting my other stuff out. I probably should have pushed d at that point, or pushed the d pawn and did some trade in the center so I could make escape route for my king. But I like to live dangerously. Now look at this. Now I'm completely cut off from the h8 square. I'm completely cut off from the g7 square. I got this rook. It's in an awful spot. It's going to get harassed, probably. I got a knight that can't do anything. He's pinned. And he can't move anywhere anyway, other than maybe over to f5. And that's probably my best bet, to be honest with you. This knight is not in the game. Not really. This pawn chain is just wrecking me. This bishop is not in the game. This bishop's not in the game. This rook is not in the game. So basically, I don't have any pieces in the game, except for a very, very minor bishop that's not even worthy mention. So yeah, this is just awful. Okay, I'm trying to put a little pressure on his bishop for no good reason. He did move it. Fianchettoed for some reason. Probably going to just try to take a piece and try to get out of this mess that I'm in. Okay, so now I should really be paying attention here, because I'm basically going to get mated in two. What did I do here? What was that? I don't understand. I'm trying to get out of the pin, I think, but that just opens up the loss. Like right now, there's no defense. This does somewhat defend the square, but he just takes, right, with the bishop, I'm guessing. Yeah. So I got nothing. That just does nothing, and there's mate. But yeah, so for those who think I'm just going to show wins, I'm a conscientious player sometimes. I know I'm not the most sound player in the world, but I just got demolished here, and you kind of get too focused either into retreat mode and defended mode, or you try to follow through on your plan of attack too much, and you don't even see sometimes the opponent's moves. Like I blundered a queen like a year and a half ago during like a tournament kind of thing. Just completely oblivious. Did not see it in the slightest because my mind was so on to the plan that I had. And I'm sure, it happens to every chess player at times, but it's kind of embarrassing. But, wins like this are embarrassing for me, but also shows that, hey, my opponent had a good plan of attack, and it can happen to anybody. But I just thought that this was interesting because of this complete diagonal domination here, and there's no way I'm winning this game. No way. I have no space. I have no good pieces, and my opponent has so many good pieces. He hadn't even brought this knight into the attack yet. It could be even worse. He hasn't developed 3 of his pieces, but he hasn't had to. He doesn't have to castle. It was a great example of pushing to the center, controlling the center, and then putting your pieces on good squares. And I don't know what I was doing with those pawns. Maybe was I drinking back then? I don't know, but whatever it was just domination. So good job on that one, Rick. It was a great win. So anyway, hope you enjoyed watching my thorough dismantling. Until next time, this is Genome out.